Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the final webinar of our CTE and distance learning series. It is my pleasure to introduce Amanda Sammons of Butte County Office of Education. She is the CTE administrator there and oversees the CTE Online Platform. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Amanda to lead us through the exciting new updates on the CTE Online. I will be managing the Q&A today, so the chat is not enabled. You will need to communicate with me via Q&A. And so please, if you have questions, put those in the Q&A and we will be addressing those as we get to them. Also, I see there's two participants with their hands raised right now. Since this is a webinar format, if you have a question, again, you can drop that in Q&A and we will be responding to them as they come in. If I know the answer to the question and it's something I can do in writing, I will type the answer in. If it's something that requires Amanda's expertise, we will hold those questions to a time when we pause in the webinar. One more thing to note is that these slides, we have tons and tons of requests for slides in every webinar. So just to answer that right up front, we are going to be working on collecting the slides from all of our presenters for the webinar series and turning those into accessible slides, which is a requirement of the California Department of Education. And once those slides have been made to be 508 compliant, we will be sending those out through our listserv for the Career and College Transition Division. So if your question is about can you get the slides, the answer is yes. They will be ready by the end of November and will be delivered via email with our November newsletter. So I added some more information. Now I'm going to hand it over to Amanda and let her take over. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Thank you, Allison, and thanks for inviting us to make this presentation to the field today. We are excited to share about CTE Online. For those of you that don't know, cteonline.org is a collaboration project grant funded through the California Department of Education with Butte County Office of Education CTE Department, and that's where I work. So my goal today is to share with you about the updates we've made to the platform this year, walk you through, for those of you that are new, some pieces of the platform, one of those pieces that we think are probably most important to you, and then give you an opportunity to ask some questions. So with that, let's get started. Here's what we're going to do today. Again, we're going to talk about what CTE Online is. We're going to go through some very specific pages, the home page or profile page, how to find curriculum, which we know everybody wants right now, the best ways to explore the navigation menu, how you can be involved with the CTE Online project, and if you ever run into trouble, how you can get in touch with us so that we can support your use of the platform. So let's start with by the numbers. CTE Online, as of October 1st, had 138,000 registered users, which equates to a new user signing up about every 12 minutes. So again, this number continues to grow. We average about 2,500 sessions or visits to our site per day. We have over 4,000 lesson plans across the 15 different California recognized industry sectors. And I will tell you that those lesson plans are free for you to use. We have over 130 sample course outlines for you to adopt and adapt as needed, and over 300 project-based learning projects within our platform as well. Again, grant-funded project with California Department of Education. So all of these resources are free for you to use. So what's new with our site? If you'd been on our site prior to June 15th of this last year, it looked differently. And then you came in when the new school year started and we'd made a lot of changes. We've been working on those changes for over 2 years, and some of the main highlights of the changes we've made to the platform include an improved user experience. This was a huge focus of our redevelopment. We've improved the search. You now have the opportunity to filter for lessons and course outlines by pathway. We are in the process of implementing email digests. So we know that some of our community groups are very, very active, and you were getting lots of emails in our most active groups, like 15 emails a day, which was excessive. And so we're going to allow you to control how often you get those emails about what's happening within CTE Online. We know that our users were using our platform with lots of different devices. So we've built a more responsive display, which is now viewable on all size devices. So if you're on your phone or your tablet or your PC, whatever it is, that size should work for you. And we've also worked to become 508 compliant. We've added some new tools in the new platform. One of the more exciting tools is the pathway tool. So those of you that were with us before, you know that we have a lesson plan tool. We have a course outline tool to help you design those items. We've now added the pathway tool. So you can take your 3 course outlines and combine them and get a nice report like we're showing here on the screen that gives you an overview of that pathway. And we find this is going to be helpful when you as a CTE educator are trying to explain the importance of students following the succession of courses in your pathway. We don't want 9th graders put into a capstone course. We want them to have the introductory course, build upon that knowledge, have the concentrator and the capstone. So we hope that this is a tool you can use in explaining how your pathway looks and why you need students inputted into that pathway at certain points. We have added a community call out feature. This is a kind of big red button that the California Department of Education can push with important information and updates that has really top of the line information and right there for you, easy to see when you first log into the site. And then in addition to our 15 industry sector communities, we have added the CTE leadership community. We know that there is a growing number of CTE administrators, CTE coordinators, CTE counselors within the state. So we wanted a place for them to connect and communicate with each other and gain information. So we've added that community. Previous to this update, CTE Online was really 2 things. It was about curriculum and communities. Now we have included some other landing pages. So you'll see those highlighted with teal circles at the top here. But we have a leadership landing page. You can link to funding resources as well as CTE, CTSO links. We have a training and development page. So you're going to find the conferences and webinars. We link to the YouTube playlist for all of these webinars that Allison and her team have worked to put on. You can go back and access any of those on that playlist. We include CTE Online specific trainings and institutes on that page. And then our partners, CTE Teach and LDI, you can also find their information on that page. The last page that we added was career guidance. And that's where we're going to link to things like California Career Zone, California Career Center, and CTSOs. So let's jump into what the site looks like. When you initially log into the site, you're going to go to your home page. That's their landing spot. That's where everybody goes. So on that home page, you're going to see news and events, your groups that you're a specific member of, featured curriculum, notifications, who's online, and any curriculum that you've written will be accessible on that page. So let's jump over and I'll show you what that looks like. So cteonline.org is our website. When you go there, you land here at our login page. If you are new to cteonline.org, I would encourage you to click the sign up button and go ahead and sign up for an account. This is a free account. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does give you access to the entire site. Additionally, I will let you know that we do not share your information with anybody. So know that that's protected there as well. I'm going to go ahead and log in with my training account. And you're going to see that it's going to take me to the logged in homepage here. My training account is Minnie Mouse. So that community call out that I mentioned a few minutes ago is right here at the top of the screen, front and center. And you can see the information currently in there is first quarter claims and Perkins grantee first quarter claim information. If you wanted to get additional information on that topic, you can just click on that. And there's the additional information. This announcement happens to include a link to the CDE website with the pieces that you need there. When we return back to the home page, the next block you're going to see is news and events. This particular block on this page is news and events that are curated just for you. So let's say I'm a member of the Arts, Media, and Entertainment community group, and the sector consultant has posted something in that group about an upcoming event. That upcoming event is going to show up in my logged in homepage because I'm a member of that group. So any groups that you're a part of, their news and events will populate here so you can quickly see all you need there. Any communities that you are a member of will populate in this block. So you'll see that I'm a member of several different sector communities. And then we have a few specialized communities, and we know schools and districts oftentimes have communities and collaborate within CTE Online, which is awesome. And you can access those communities there. I don't have many notifications showing up in this block because I have nothing new today, but notifications will be in this block. We have the opportunity to provide you with some featured information. So these are our current things that are coming at us, things that we think you may be coming to the site and looking for based on time of year, based on events that are happening, etc. So right now, some of the featured resources include distance learning, our distance learning webpage, our career and college transition division webinars, that's that YouTube playlist I was just talking about, and the CalPADS user guide document is always a handy one to have easily accessible. You're gonna see all of the users that are currently on our site, and I currently see some familiar faces right there. So those are the people that are online right now with us. And then you're gonna see any curriculum that you have created that is in this site. And that might be curriculum that you created and not shared with anyone, or it could be curriculum that you created within an institute. I will pause there. Do we have any questions, Allison?
Not at this time.
Perfect, we'll keep moving. The next thing we'll talk about is your profile. And this is an important one to update. And I will encourage you to add your picture of some sort to your profile. It does make the profile a little bit more personable. And much like we've all experienced with students in our own classrooms, when that camera is not on, when we don't have that picture of them, it's difficult to connect and interact. So I would encourage you to add a profile picture to your profile. But on your profile, you're going to be able to view your notifications and messages, any curriculum that you've created, the groups that you are in. And then I'll show you, we're going to use the menu bar so that you can edit your profile, update your password, or send a message. So I'm going to pop back over to the site. And the way to access your profile is by clicking on the caret next to your avatar in the upper right-hand corner. So this is what your profile page looks like. And people could see a profile. Let's say that Allison has written some curriculum for CTE Online, and Amanda, new to Arts, Media, and Entertainment sector, finds Allison's lesson, really likes it. I have one question about it. I could actually click into Allison's profile and be able to send her a message or learn more about Allison and her background, which gives a little bit of credence or validity to the lessons that you're reading when you're able to see who wrote that lesson. So to edit your profile, you're going to click on the little pencil and paper icon here in this floating taskbar and go into our profile manager. You can click into any of these boxes and change your names. One of the new features is selecting the state that you are from. And So I mentioned CTE Online has over 138,000 users. This is a California specific project. However, our platform is open to anybody. We're on the World Wide Web and can be accessed by anyone. So I can share with you that we have many, many users that are from outside of the state and even outside of the country that are utilizing the resources on CTE Online. You can select the school or institution that you are connected to, give a little bit of information about you, and change your profile image here. As you move through this bar at the top, you can add contact information, you can add your social media information. You can select the industry sectors that you are involved with, and you can even go down to the pathway level and select the specific pathway that you are working with. If you have any K-12 subject specifications, you can add those here. And you can even, again, drill down and choose the specific topics. Make sure you click save after every page. Oops, pop me out. Go back there. Demographic information. We're trying to learn more about our users so that we can better serve our users here. Again, we don't share this information, it's for our use. Let us know what professional roles you have and the age of the learners that you're currently supporting, and even the number of learners. And then I mentioned the communication preferences. And this is where you can adjust that, how often you receive your communications. I always like to receive everything. That's my personality. You may want to receive everything, but you might only want to receive it once a week. And you can set that here. I choose to receive everything daily at this point. Again, click save, and you'll be taken back to your profile. If you are visiting somebody's profile and you want to remember that profile or be able to access it later because you like several of the curriculum pieces they had on their profile page, you can heart or favorite that profile, and then you can access it later from your favorites menu. So everything in this drop-down menu really should have the word my in front of it. So these are my favorites and my notifications and my communities and my curriculum, my collections. So moving on, we know by far and large, the main reason people visit our site is for finding curriculum. When you get to the curriculum page, there's a couple ways you can access that, and I'll show you in just a minute. But you're going to select curriculum in the main navigation menu, and there you're going to see featured curriculum. You're going to be able to access standards, to browse curriculum, or even to create curriculum. So you are welcome to use our site to develop your lesson plans and develop your course outlines, and then share those with whomever you'd like. So you can also select the industry sector under the browse curriculum, and that takes you to a search page that's going to help you narrow your results, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So going back to the site, we are going to go to the curriculum tab. And again, there are two types of people in this world, and some of us may be both. Some of us prefer to get in and get out. We search for a particular term and we see what's available, and then we're off and running. Others may be just looking for some inspiration, and so they want to come in and browse curriculum. So for example, let's look at building and construction trades. I'm browsing curriculum through building and construction trades. And you can see our filters look differently. If you were part of the site in the past, our filters do look differently. So at the top, we are searching for curriculum. What I want to search for is anything that's shared with public. I can choose if it has also another tag or designation to a K-12 subject. I know that I am selecting for building and construction trades curriculum. And then I can actually select the type of curriculum that I'm looking for. And one thing I do want to draw your attention to is that these are the filters that we're currently searching, but notice pathways is orange and it has an arrow. So if you click on that arrow, it actually expands and you can deselect the pathways that you aren't interested in looking at. So we're going to deselect. We're going to scroll down here. And we are going to look for, here's some of the new lessons that were developed this spring. This one is on cabinet components. You can see this is lesson 2 of 5. And here's what one of our lesson plans looks like. You're going to see an introduction. Tim has done a great job of providing some visuals with specific information. He links to the other lessons. So if you find lesson 2, but you really think, well, probably if I'm building a cabinet, I need to start at lesson number 1, you can easily link to lesson number 1 here. In our institute last spring, when this was written, we made note to make sure that there was some distance learning topics covered. We know lots of teachers were looking for, how do I transition to distance learning and how can I take these activities and do them at a distance with my students? And so Tim has done a great job of providing information there. He also provides some specific notes to the teacher. Objectives for the lesson are here. And then you're going to see the activities. The activities of the lesson are also listed on the left-hand pane of the window and are clickable, so you can skip from activity to activity pretty quickly. You'll also see the lesson plan information. This lesson is meant to be about 180 minutes, and you can see the standards that it's connected to. Additionally, I want to mention that our lessons are what we like to call, what I like to refer to as turnkey. So they're going to include all of the resources and materials that you need to pick up this lesson and teach it verbatim from start to finish. But you can also come in and just pick an activity from a lesson. Maybe you already know what you want to teach or how you want to teach it, but there's just one lesson or one activity, one piece of that lesson that you want to improve or need a different idea for. Come into CTE Online, scan through some of those lesson plans, get some ideas of the activities. The resources are there. We try to provide the resources in multiple formats. So you can see the material list here is provided as a PDF as well as a Word document. So that allows you to download it and edit it for your own needs, whatever you need to do to make it fit your community, your classroom, your teaching style, you can do so. Let's say I really loved this lesson. I taught it, it worked fantastically with my students. I want to make sure that next year I can come back and easily find the same lesson. There's a couple ways that I can do that. One is I can favorite it. And then again, it would be here in my favorites. However, I like to be a little bit more organized than that. So what I'm actually going to do is add this lesson to a collection. So I'm going to create a new collection and I'm going to call it BCT for my building and construction trades class. I could add a description if I wanted. I'm going to create that collection and this lesson is going to be added. If I go back, you can see that in that collection, the lesson is going to be added. I'm going to save it. And now I'll easily be able to access that lesson later by coming down to my collections, clicking on my building and construction trades collection, and there we have it. There's the lesson from Tim, and I actually just added it twice, so that's why it's there. The other piece that I wanted to show you, let's see if it's open here. With these lessons, we'll open a new one, is let's say you really like the lesson, but you want to make some edits to it yourself and then keep it within CTE Online. You can copy this publicly shared lesson, create a copy of it, and then you will have an editable copy of that lesson. Notice now our options have changed over here on the right-hand side of the bar. So you can then edit that lesson and make the changes that fit you best. So maybe I liked all of this, but maybe I wasn't so sure about this solid wood top parts activity. So I'm just gonna get rid of that activity. And then I can save that lesson. And it is now my lesson based on the work that Tim had done. We'll head back to the curriculum tab. If you want to create new curriculum starting completely from scratch, you're just going to click on the Add New Curriculum button. And you can see we have some options of curriculum tools here for you. We have the lesson plan tool, which is one we were just looking at. You can build a course outline. You can build a project, which connects 4 or 5 or 6 lessons, can be part of multi-day or multi-week learning plan, or you can create your pathway. For the sake of time, I won't click into all of these, but we do have examples of all of those items here. I will show you within the outline, you can add specific lessons to the outline. So as you build out your units in the course outline, we'll scroll down to a unit here. You have the opportunity to add lesson plans to that unit that are already within the system. So here's an example of that. In Unit 2, there's a Building Rocks of Life lesson plan added. There's some projects. There's a Minerals and Rock cycle. So you can build out your full course in CTE Online if you choose, and have it easily accessible at any time. Also, I want to mention visibility. Within CTE Online, lessons that are publicly shared are those that have been built in a CTE Online institute. And we have an extensive process for doing that and aligning them to both CTE and academic standards. So any of those are shared publicly. You as a user may come in and create your own lessons here and choose to keep it private. So only you're the one that can see the lesson. You can make it shareable with a link. Maybe Alice and I are working on a lesson and we're collaborating on it together in this space. So I've created the lesson and I've shared the link with her so she can access it. Or you can share it with particular people or groups. So maybe you have a particular group that you're working on in your district or your LEA that you guys all work together. You can share that lesson or that item with that particular group. I'll pause there for a second. Are there any other questions?
We have a few pretty straightforward questions. So the first one, is there a reason that back when you were doing the profile updates, you had the tabs were kind of black, was your background? Is there a way to adjust the dark background, or is that what everybody sees? Was that just your preference? These are kind of nuts and bolts.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody sees the dark background. And we've talked about those colors. It has to do with the 508 compliance and the switching of colors.
Okay, great. Thank you. So another question was, does it show who's following you when you, so you had talked about
like if you favorite somebody's profile? Yeah. It does not, you don't know at this point who has favorited your profile. No. That information is not shared at this point.
It's probably better. Okay. So another user had asked his profile pic loaded upside down and it wouldn't allow him to change that. Is there a way to rotate photos for your profile pic, or is there something that you can advise on that front?
That is a great question. I would ask that you email the link to your profile to webmaster, WEBMASTER, at cteonline.org. And our team will be able to help you with that.
And I'm typing that into the answer so everyone can have that. And Amanda will also share that address at the end of her slides.
Yes, absolutely.
cteonline.org. Okay. Great, thank you. And then in terms of previous sessions, we have a YouTube channel. So if you look at the answered questions in the Q&A feature, you will see the link to where all of the previous sessions are housed. We will not be sending anything out to any of the webinar attendees for multiple reasons. In the Q&A, can somebody just tell me if they're able to see answered questions? Like, are you able to access the YouTube link, or do I need to post it again in the chat? Okay, so you can see it. Great, thank you. Thank you, Lacey. I feel like you're always my answer person. Okay, cool. So I think that's it for this series of questions, unless anybody else has more.
Perfect. we'll keep moving. And if something comes up, feel free to stop me.
So you can't copy and paste the link. Sorry a minute. So can you click on the link, and is it a hyperlink that leads you to the channel? That's my next question. I will put it in the chat. I'm just curious.
Also, I will show you on my screen right now, you're seeing the logged in homepage. We link to this particular YouTube playlist you're talking about, Allison, right here.
Oh, perfect.
College Transition Division webinars. And if you just click on that resource within CTE Online, our goal is to be your one-stop shop. So here it is. You will be able to access all of those webinars.
Excellent. Thank you, Amanda. And that is true what Amanda said. You know, we sometimes have some delays in getting things posted on the CDE website, but we give them to CTE Online and they're up that day. So it's a very dependable place to get your most up-to-date CTE information coming from the state. So I just want to reiterate that.
Yes, for sure. We work closely together to make this a strong resource for you guys in the field. And I can tell you that I have 16 years of classroom teaching experience, so I understand how important it is to be able to find what you need when you need it, that exact moment you're working on it. So that's what we strive to do. I will also share with you in those featured resources, one of the things when I mentioned that we work together often is we worked with CDE this spring when our world was turned upside down and everybody went to distance learning. We worked with CDE to develop this page on distance learning resources. So all of those resources are still there. We had teachers in the field we brought in to help identify lessons that were already in CTE Online that may lend themselves to being adapted to a virtual environment. So that was provided. The CTE Distance Learning Weekly publication is here. Allison's office is doing a great job of sending out a really fantastic publication monthly, and that comes out via an email list. But we know how emails can get also. So if you at any point want to go back to one of those older publications, they're all archived here for you, as well as trainings and webinars and all kinds of information about distance learning and resources are still available for you on this distance learning page. And you can just access that from your featured resources in your logged in homepage. That was a little bit of an aside, but there it is. So when we talk about navigating the site, I mentioned that there were some other tabs that we'll spend a little bit of time exploring. So when we talk about becoming the one-stop shop for everything CTE in California, these are the tabs we've added to better serve you and to be that one-stop shop. So leadership, training and development, communities has always been there, career guidance, and resources. So let's go take a look at those. Again, from my logged in homepage, if I click on the leadership tab at the top, a lot of what we do is provide you links to outside sources of information. So we do a lot of curation. So CTE organizations, we know a lot of people are coming to career technical education from the field. They are coming from industry. It's important to know that there are professional organizations that support CTE and CTE educators. So we link to some of those, including the California Association for Career Technical Education, ACTE, Advanced CTE, and KROP. You can access those links and find more information about their organizations. We link to the student leadership organizations, the 6 approved career technical student organizations. I mentioned leadership communities. There's a couple here you might be interested in. The CTE Administration and Leadership Group is a new public group for school leaders. And the CTE Teach Mentor Group. So if you're working with new CTE teachers, you may want to join this group as well. We have some really cool funding pages. CTIG is probably my favorite right now. We do have some plans to build out a few more. But on the CTIG page, it's going to provide you with links to all of the information that you needed. And I know we're past that deadline, but this information is still here for you if you need to look at the ed code for CTIG or any of that frequently asked questions. Additionally, we have this cool map. And as you scroll over the map, you can scroll over your county and find out who your contact is at CTE for your particular county and have their contact information right there for you. So if you have CTIG questions, it's easy to know who you need to call and who will be able to best support you at the CDE. We have some other funding.
I'm going to pause you really quick. Can you rewind and show people how to get to that map?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So we'll go clear back to your logged in homepage. So the logged in homepage, you're going to click on the leadership tab. So this leadership tab kind of covers two branches of leadership. We think of leadership as student leadership, but then we also have that leadership on our campus or on our site that's handling things like your CTE coordinators, your department chairs, anybody that's handling this kind of work for you like CTIG. So we clicked on the leadership tab and then clicked on the CTIG resources page. And that takes you to where the map is. Were there other questions there, Allison?
No, just a request. Sorry, I just realized I wasn't on mute. You could hear me typing my response to a question. So just a request that maybe as you click through, if you just say the names of the tabs like you just did, it might be helpful in terms of tracking. So thank you for doing that. You had already done it before I said it. So that's perfect.
No problem. So we have an additional page of additional funding resources. Here you're going to find things like the Carl Perkins information. And then we have one specific to the K-12 strong workforce. Again, we follow that same path of clicking on leadership and then choosing the K-12 strong workforce. And that's just going to link you to the K-12 strong workforce information page. But again, you can come to our site and find all of this. If you're involved in CTE Teach or LDI, there's information about both of those programs. Even if you're not involved in CTE Teach, they have a wealth of resources that they make available on our site to all of you. So there's lots of professional development modules, lots of mentoring pieces. Their media page tends to be one of my favorites, and their resources page as well. I mean, webinars, podcasts. I saw one today. It was a presentation on how to build a better slide deck. You know, we're all doing plenty of that right now. So lots of good resources there if you're just looking for a quick, and they're like 6, 7, 8-minute kind of videos that are a good resource. Again, you can link to that on the resources page or on the leadership page. Moving on from leadership under training and development. We have more information about CTE Teach and LDI because those are training programs for leaders. We have links to webinars and conferences that have been pre-recorded. So you can see, again, we'll link to the CCTD YouTube playlist. We also link to the CDE distance learning playlist. LACO has a bunch of great CTE webinars. And in the spring, this past spring, ACTE did a lot of great webinars and made those available too. So we linked to all of those resources. One thing I do want to draw your attention to on this page, and again, we're on the training and development tab, is this block completely about CTE online trainings and institutes. So we have 3 kind of ways we interact. The first one are trainings. We are allowed to offer a certain number of trainings each year at no cost to schools and districts where we come in and do a presentation. Well, we used to come to you. Now we do it virtually. But we come to you and do a presentation about CTE Online. It's typically a few hours. We transitioned this year and they were 1-hour trainings because they were virtual, and we did a lot of just this overview work of what's happening on the new site. So we do have a wait list going if you're interested in that for next year. We tend to do a lot of those in August and September as school's starting back. CTE Online Curriculum Writing Institutes, that information is provided here. This is how we get our content. So many people have asked us, how do you get your content? To be totally honest, the content is written by teachers for teachers. All of those lesson plans, all of those course outlines written by teachers for teachers. And so here's some more information about our institute, but through our contract, through our grant, we have the opportunity this year to provide 2 what we call curriculum writing institutes. We pull teachers together for 2 days, and this year again they will be virtual, and we talk about how do you use our tools, how do we write high quality curriculum, and then you work to create 1 lesson with us and your team lead during the institute. After the 2 days, you go home and you have a timeline. It's usually about 6 weeks to finish writing. So you'll write 4 lessons, 4 complete turnkey lessons. And then we have the opportunity to pay you a small stipend once those lessons have been completed. So a really great way to get high quality content by teachers for teachers. And let's just be honest, you're already doing the lessons for class. So here's a way to capture a little bit more income for writing those lessons. So you can learn more about our institutes here. We are currently accepting applications for our February 8th and 9th institute, and that is virtual. And the application is here for you. And if you want to know more about kind of how to get prepared or what comes out, what our participants say about attending our institutes, there's a little bit of information there for you. The last thing on this page I wanted to bring some attention to, and we'll talk about before the end of the presentation, is the virtual happy hour. So this is new to us this year, but we know teachers need a place and space to connect, and so we're trying to provide that. So we are offering monthly a virtual happy hour session. This is a bring your own beverage type event where we'll send you the link and you can join us and interact with other teachers. Really, there's no agenda. We ask if you have some questions, you provide those ahead of time so we're prepared to answer them. And then we have breakout rooms. So if you want to talk about curriculum, awesome. We'll put you in a room and you can talk about curriculum with other teachers. If you want to talk about student leadership events in this virtual environment, great. We'll put you in a breakout room and allow you guys to have those conversations. So note that our next virtual happy hour is coming up next week, next Thursday. And if you're interested in registering for that, you need to be registered 24 hours before the event, but you can click here to register, and all of these other days you can register for now as well.
So Amanda, I'm going to pause you right there again. So one question is, can you track back how people get to the virtual app happy hour page and information?
Absolutely. So you're going to go to Training and Development tab. And it's right here on the left-hand side, the first link.
Thank you. And can I get through some of these other questions because they're related? Okay, sweet.
Please.
All right, perfect. Will there be new CTE sessions early 2021? If you're referring to these webinars that are part of the CDE series, the answer is yes. If you're referring to the CTE Online Institute, is there an institute in 2021, Amanda?
The answer is yes. We currently have one tentatively scheduled for early February, and the applications for that institute are open right now.
And the next question relates to that. So that's the 8th and 9th, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the Karen had noticed that it says 2020 and not 2021.
Oh, good catch. Thank you. I will make a note to correct that.
Okay, great. And then two questions related to the trainings. So the first question, is it possible to arrange a training for a Saturday? And then the follow-up question is, how do we request these trainings?
Sure. So like I mentioned, all of our free trainings we have extended this year. Those have already been used. However, if you are still interested in a training this year, we do have a fee schedule that we can work with you on for that training. So again, to get to that, you're just going to click from Training and Development on CTE Online Trainings. That will take you to the trainings page where there's going to be more information. And you can email Webmaster. The application is down right now because we're not doing any more free trainings. But if you're interested in a training this year that wants to be accomplished, go ahead and email webmaster@cteonline.org, and we can connect and work with you and see what we can do. The question about Saturday trainings are difficult. It does just depend on our team availability. I'm not going to say no, we won't present on a Saturday because we have done it in the past, but we are limited to when our team is available.
Great, and that's it for the questions right now. Thanks, Amanda.
Awesome. A couple other things to touch on here on our communities tab. So I know my cursor is a little bit small, but I just clicked on communities on our navigation tab. This is where you're going to find those 15 industry sector communities that I talked about earlier. This is a really great place to connect with other instructors in your sector and share and gain information. So just to kind of keep mixing things up, I'm going to come down and click on the public services sector. I will tell you that these communities range in size from about 4,000 members to about 11,000 members, depending on the sector. Oh, of course. So if you are not a member of a sector, you're going to see this right here. Minnie Mouse is not yet a member of the Public Services Communities group. So she's going to have this green button that says join group. I'm just going to click on that. And I have joined the group. It's just that simple. And if at any point I decide this group is not for me, I can click on the red leave group button and I get to leave the group. So you're going to see a basic overview of public services information. The couple things that I really wanted to touch on here is this communication block on this page. We have ambassadors. We have one ambassador for each sector that really serves to curate and provide information to that sector group. And this space also serves as a discussion board for the group. So you can see Shad in this group is our ambassador. He's made some posts. We can view his message here. He's talking about the ACTE conference and provides a link to registration. I could reply to Shad's email and say, hey, great information, and start that discussion thread. And I would have to refresh for you to see that. Additionally, if you wanted to ask a question of the group, anybody that's a member of the group can come into this communication block, click add or plus sign, and go ahead and you can type in a subject and your content. Maybe it's, how are you teaching crime scene investigation in a digital format? Whatever your question is, and click send. And then your question will be posted in this communication block for others to see. Additionally, there's some shared curriculum that's specific. We said, hey, you might be interested in learning about blood spatter. Sounds like an interesting topic. So there's some shared curriculum resources that we kind of serve up to you as trying to entice you to go look at the curriculum. We have some specific shared resources here. Kind of fun. Also, you can see the connected groups. So health science and medical technology, there's some connection between health science and medical technology and public services. So those two, we connect there. You can also see specifically which members of this group are online. So you can see we have several members of the public services community group online. The caveat to this is you can join as many community groups as you so choose. Maybe you're only interested in one particular sector. Maybe you teach in a couple sectors. Maybe you're just curious to know what's going on and want to be added to all 15 industry sectors. It is totally and completely up to you if you want to participate in the communities and how many communities you want to participate in. And again, our communities are an important piece of our platform. And often one of those things that are high on the teacher's list of why they use CTE Online is for the connection within the community groups. Continuing to move through our tabs, we have career guidance. And this is where we talked about where you can find easily access things like California Career Zone, Road Trip Nation. We know that counselors are an important piece of getting students into your CTE course. So we wanted to try to provide some information for them or things that might be valuable to support what they're doing with career counseling for students and connecting it back to career technical education. I will note that we are still building out all of these pages as we've transitioned, not all that long ago really, to this new platform. So if you know of resources that might be a good addition, please feel free to click this contact us link and shoot that information to us and we'll consider adding it to our site. The last of our main navigation tabs is resources. And so resources are twofold within CTE Online. There's those curriculum resources, your PowerPoints, your worksheets, your handouts. And then there's those things like the distance learning newsletter or the CalPads guide or the webinars. So we try to highlight the featured resources of things that have been sent to us recently or are timely in what we're doing currently. And then we also provide links to other CTE resources. Like you might be interested in the Office of Career Technical and Adult Education, or you might need to know about the Perkins Collaborative Network, or you want to link to the Standards for Career Ready Practice. There are lots of links to other places here as well. So that is kind of the big overview of CTE Online. Are there other questions I can answer before I wrap up, Allison?
Yes, just a couple.
Okay.
So one question is, who do I communicate with if I have questions about my CTE Online lessons? I'm not sure, so I'll chime in with what I can say. We might need a little more clarification on that question. So if it's a tech support issue in terms of access, it's the email that Amanda shared and will share again. And it's the webmaster@cteonline.org email address, right?
Correct.
But if it's like something content-based, Amanda, is there?
Yeah, so if you're looking at a public lesson and maybe a link in that lesson doesn't work or a resource is not available, please just go up to the box up here and copy the URL of that lesson and paste it into an email to webmaster@cteonline.org with some information as to what is or isn't available, and we can investigate that. But again, that clarification piece, only those lessons that are created through a CTE Online Institute are public and viewable by anyone on the site. Everything else requires a link or a different way of sharing. So I know that oftentimes we run into trouble. We often hear from people participating in SSP. SSP uses our platform, and so we will do the best we can to support you, but know that we're not directly connected to SSP. They're just using our platform at this point as a place to connect and store their materials.
And SSP, for those on the line who aren't familiar with that program, it's called the Specialized Secondary Program, and it's something that comes out of the Department of Ed. It's a specialized grant program for curriculum development. One thing Amanda just reminded me of is that CT Online has incredible resources for interdisciplinary curriculum and projects that tie academic courses to CTE. So they've done some curriculum institutes where they bring in like California Partnership Academy teachers to develop cross-curricular projects. And so I don't know if everyone was aware of that, but it reminded me when she was talking about the SSP stuff. Amanda, is there a way to pull one of those projects up maybe and show people what a project looks like?
I don't have the link to those handy right now.
Okay.
But I can send it to you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so the CT Online question was answered. Are people restricted to becoming members to certain groups? Is there a limit to the number of groups they can join?
No, there's no limit.
Okay. So, this is a good question. We have work experience coordinators. Is there an area here for them?
We are working on that as we speak. I am just emailing today with Allison's colleague, David, about building out that work-based learning page. So know that we are working on that and it is coming.
And I can speak on the AME front. I have had some delays in getting some opportunities posted in the AME group, but virtual work-based learning opportunities are often posted in the community groups. So be sure to track there as well. There have been quite a few things that have popped up that are really exciting. For instance, Earl Hall just posted in the ICT group a bunch of really exciting opportunities. There's student challenges that are coming out that are very work-based learning oriented. I know that's a different question than work experience, but Something that Amanda and I have been meaning to reach out to her about as well. Okay, so I think I need to repeat the answer regarding the CTE online lessons. If you have question about just in terms of responding to this. So in terms of if you have questions about CTE online lessons, you can reach out to the webmaster email to get those questions answered. And was there something I missed again, Amanda, in repeating that question?
I think you had that. I do want to share one thing really quick. We do have a help page. And so as we transition to the new site, we've been working on getting all of those quick guides and videos back posted for you. So I do want to let you know that if you scroll to the very bottom of any page within CTE Online, in the very right-hand corner is this little help button. And if you click help, it's going to take you to the page with all of that information on it. So quick videos on an overview, exploring curriculum. If you're like, there was a lot of information when we talked about curriculum, I need to review that. Here's your opportunity. And then these are just one-page guides that you can print or just look at online as to how to do, like how to create your own lesson plan or how to create your project within CTE Online.
So Amanda, if a user creates a lesson, since they can't share it publicly, and they're part of a group that is like for their district, for instance, can they share that lesson to their group?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Excellent. And so then to answer the question, there is no limit to the amount of groups you can join. So I think we answered that one. Students could benefit from CTE Online. So just, to start, preface the answer to this question, CTE Online is not a student-facing resource. It's a teacher and professional facing resource.
Correct.
So students could benefit if each industry sector could offer industry-recognized certifications and work-based learning and training opportunities. Yes. So as Amanda mentioned, she is talking to the individual who works with her on the contract about that. It's, you want to talk a little bit about the ambassadors and what their role is in terms of information push. Is that something that might be helpful in terms of this question? I don't know.
I'm not sure that it's directly related to that. I would, on the part about student facing, I can tell you that as of right now, there are no plans to make our site a student facing platform. And the reason for that is it has to do with when we get into people under 18 and offering platforms for them, there's a whole lot that comes into play as far as laws and rules and regulations and their information and all kinds of stuff that frankly, we're not prepared to approach and take on. So you can take any of those resources attached to a lesson and download them and then upload them into your Google Classroom or your Canvas or your learning management system. But this is not a site for students to log into.
And Amanda, at that, we're at time. Let me just scan these questions and see if there's anything that we can answer quickly. And if you have the completion slide, did I send that to you? The certificate?
No.
Okay, so if you needed a completion verification for your district, you may email me and I will get that to you. Because that was my fault. So I will field those emails and you have my email address because it is in your registration link. So something weird got crossed with people's names being, I don't know what that's about. I have no idea who's asking questions with Dr. Sully's name. Is there anything on writing a syllabus for CTE? That's interesting.
No, but you know what? I'm going to make a note of that as maybe a resource we could add. Absolutely.
Yeah. So is there anything out there for virtual field trips, links, etc.? That would be something that we could curate in terms of work-based learning resources. And again, this is something Amanda and I are both part of the Department of Ed Distance Learning Task Force team. And this is something we talked about last week as being a pressing need of the field in terms of virtual work-based learning field trips. I know in AME, we have had stuff, quite a bit of opportunities, but I can't speak to the other sectors. So yes, this is on our radar. This is something that we're going to be looking into and figuring out how to address. And Lots of thank yous. Okay, I think this is okay. So, Dr. Sally, you have a clone. I don't know how that worked. That person wants to know why her question or his questions are going to your name too. So random. Resources for writing A through G course descriptions. Do we have something like that on CT Online?
We need to do some research. I have not seen that, but again, my extent with the program at this level has been for 2 years. So it could have been something that was on there previously that I just haven't happened across yet.
Yeah, I'm going to answer that by saying UCCI was a project with the UC, which I'm not sure if we have linked to CT Online, but we can, that has a ton of A through G CTE focused courses that are already built. So, Cameron, reach out to me directly and I'll give you the link and resources I have for that in terms of A through G in course writing. I have a ton of stuff. So, with that, okay, my email says no reply. So I'm going to put my email in the chat. So if you need to reach out to me, you can do so.
And while you're doing that, Allison, I will just mention again, our help page is there to support you. If you run into something in the site or are having a struggle, what I'm going to tell you is don't struggle for long or become overly frustrated. We have a team that is very good at responding very quickly when you email them during normal business hours, of course. So you can always email our technical team at webmaster, WEBMASTER, at cteonline.org, CTEONLINE.org. And we also have a phone number. So if you run into trouble during those regular business hours, give us a call. If they don't pick up, leave a message and they will get right back to you. I can't say enough good things about our team at our help desk.
So I did put my email in the chat. If you need confirmation that you were here, reach out to me with that ask. And then final question in terms of Abraham. So there is not currently a work-based learning workshop planned, but we are going to be planning our second CTE distance learning series, and that will be part of that. And additionally, this is just work that we're doing that we will be hopefully being able to post on CTE Online. So hopefully that answered that question. Okay, great. That's it. Thank you so much for attending, and thank you, Amanda, for presenting. And we will see you all in the spring.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.